Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion for our relaxation today. We're gonna get our bodies feeling good, perfect to do after a stressful day, even to just get a little flow going, right? So we're gonna start with our legs straight out, and you're literally just gonna shake it a little. You can shimmy wherever you want to. This gets a nice energy going. I love this. Sometimes I'll just do this in the middle of the day too, right? So do that a little bit, and we're actually gonna take and we're just gonna massage a little. So everything is about blood flow and getting things unstuck. This is often where I will pull a Derma Edge out too. I always keep one with me. I'll link that for you guys. Great thing to do to get blood flow going. And we're just gonna go work up the body a little bit. This is just easy peasy. You're not trying to squeeze the life out of your body here, but it really does help to, oh gosh, just feels good, right? Getting all the way up into that head, massaging the back a little bit. Whew. Yeah, and now we're ready to even do more. So with those legs straight out, we're gonna start with little ankle circles. We're gonna go 10 in each direction. That's 5, 6, 7, snap, crackle, pop, 8, 9, and 10, and switch it up. My right one cracks a lot more than my left because that's the one that I've, well, shattered. That happens then. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, always breathing, right? 9 and 10. Good. I'm going to cross my legs. If it's uncomfortable, you can leave them out just like this. I'm going to cross one in front of the other. Hands are going to rest on my thighs, and I'm just going to make some circles with my body, right? You can start out nice and small, and then as we go, you're just going to get a little bit bigger, right? So now we're incorporating our hips, our spine, our shoulders, getting all of that junk out from the day. I'm gonna do one more in this direction and then switching it up. If you want to start to add that head in a little bit, you can too, as long, ooh, there's my hair, as long as it doesn't make you dizzy, right? Use as much motion here as you can. There is no one set way that this has to be done. Sometimes I get dizzy if I close my eyes, so I keep them open, right? Not always. All right, from here, one arm's gonna rest down by your side. You can let that elbow bend. Bring the other arm up, keeping this hip glued down this time. Then I'm gonna reach it, try to reach it straight across instead of rotating. And we're coming back and alternating here. So we're gonna get 5 on each side, so 10 total. And notice that I am moving through all of these things as we're working that whole system from head to toe, right? Our fascia actually connects everything together. And it's elastic too. So we want to move through that system. And that helps our nervous system at the same time, right? So then we're going to get that calming effect too. Sometimes a little bit of stimulation too, but after a long day of sometimes that feels good too. Oh, and you may get a little bit more motion as you go. At least I usually do. We're going to do one more on each side. Yum. Last one on this side. Coming back to the center, letting those hands rest. We're gonna get a little cat-cow in this position. So inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, lift that head. Exhale, round and arch. My arms are so long, I'm gonna actually grab onto my shins a little bit. And then inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more like this. Inhale and exhale. Sitting up nice and tall again. My left hand is going to go to my right leg. My right hand is in back. And I'm just adding a nice gentle twist and a, hey, take a look over your shoulder at what's back there if it feels good on your neck. And then we're switching, right? Still getting that motion. I'm gently pressing down into that thigh as I go. And you may notice again, right? You get a little bit more motion as you go. That's why I'm adding my neck in a little bit more now, because things are starting to loosen up and feel a little bit better. We're working on our posture here at the same time, which is why I'm nice and tall, right? We all tend to slump forward during the day. It's inevitable. Last one on this side. And now we're gonna do just one little static, no, not even static. We are gonna move through it a little bit. We're gonna hold it a little longer. So we're gonna go and we're gonna reach it forward. You may go, this is as far as my body wants me to go. Listen to your body. Mine wants to go a little bit further, so I'm gonna come here, tuck that chin, and then I'm extending it back up, rolling those shoulders back. So I'm actually gonna do 3 like this. Tuck that head. Round it back up. 1 more, and then I'm gonna put the other leg forward so that I get that other hip some love too. Good. And again, you may find that, I can't cross that as much. That's okay if you need to leave it out a little bit too, right? So again, reach it forward, tuck that chin, kind of round up and then extend and open. We've got 2 more like this and then we're lying down. Now at any time, if you're like, I do not want to get onto the floor, that's okay, right? This is about relaxing and feeling good. Do them in bed, especially the lying down ones, then you can just go to bed. All right, we're gonna lie right down on our backs. All right, lying down, you're gonna bring your feet, if you're on a mat width apart. If you're on your bed, a little bit more than hip width apart. Arms are gonna come out to the side, and I'm dropping both knees off to one side. So really working to open up both directions of the hip. You can let that head go with you if it feels good. You can start to lift up a little bit again if it feels good. This is about motion here, right? Getting as much mobility as you can that feels good for your body. So even if it's just a little motion, it's better than no motion. Yay, good. We're gonna do 1 more on each side. Good, okay. I am gonna leave 1 knee bent up, but you can feel free to straighten it out if it's more comfortable. And I'm gonna bring, without squeezing my knee, gently onto that shin. And I'm just gonna give a little rock here, back and forth. We should have a little bit more flow going, so we can actually hold this for a little bit. If it feels better, like I said, you can straighten out that opposite leg. Right now for me and my body, this feels better. Good. Now I am gonna straighten that leg out. We're gonna bring that knee across. If you need to let that foot rest on your leg, you can. You can put that arm out too if it feels good for you, just like in that first one. Think about pressing that hip down towards the ground will give you a little bit more stretch too. Just about 3 breaths here. And we're coming back to the middle. And then bringing that opposite knee in towards that chest. Again, you can straighten out that opposite leg. Give it a little rock and shimmy to ease out that back a touch. And then you're gonna straighten that opposite leg out. I'm grabbing my right leg with my left hand and bringing it over. Again, if it's more comfortable to cross that foot all the way over, you can. Nothing wrong with leaving it up on your leg. And it's okay if you can't pull that far over either. We're gonna get 1 more breath like this. And then we're gonna go into a happy baby pose. So you're gonna bring both knees up. You can grab underneath the thighs and bring those knees towards that armpit. Or if you have a little bit more flexibility, you can grab the outside of those feet and still bringing those knees towards the armpit. Again, you can give a little rock side to side or just sit here and breathe nicely with this one. Same idea, about 3 breaths. See if those knees will fall open even a little bit more. And then from here, you can keep your legs up, but you're gonna cross 1 foot over the opposite thigh. If this is too much, just drop that leg back down, and same idea, bring that knee towards the opposite chest, right? You don't have to have it crossed all the way. But if it does feel good for you, and this one feels really good for me, it's one of my favorites. I always include it in my favorite stretches. Bringing that thigh up towards your chest. You can even rock it over to the side a little bit to get more stretch. You don't have to. And then you're gonna add in a little straight leg up too. So we're still stretching this hip, but now we're stretching that hamstring a little bit on that opposite side too. Definitely gets tight throughout the day. You can do a little ankle circle or pulse here too if that feels good for you. More snap, crackle, pop. And I'm gonna hug both knees into my chest, just briefly, and then we're gonna switch sides and do the same thing on that other side. So crossing over again, putting that foot down if you need and just pulling gently across, or thigh comes right up to the chest. Again, you can give a little rock to the side if it feels good. All the while, of course, focusing on that breathing. That helps calm our nervous system down. And you can straighten that leg out, bring the toes towards you to get more into the calf, Add that little pump if you want, or that little ankle circle, right? If things still feel a little bit stiff, it's good to add those. And then coming with control back down, we're gonna end with another one of my favorites, the butterfly. So soles of the feet together, and you're gonna let those knees drop open as comfortably as you can. And you're just breathing here. You can let those palms turn up. Really think about, fill the belly up as you breathe in, and let that belly go as you exhale. And good night.